John, well, Arnold Schwarzenegger was on stage at the CNBC CEO Summit with me last night. He was sharing his insights on how business leaders can navigate an uncertain and evolving government policy landscape. Take a listen.
Well, I think that the environment always changes. I mean, the key thing is to understand that for every attack, there's a defense. And so instead of whining, I think you got to go and move forward and figure out and get creative and navigate those kind of things.
So the actor, the bodybuilder, the former governor of California is also a health and wellness advocate, most recently partnering with medical device maker Zimmer Biomet as chief wellness officer. They're actually on CNBC to announce this partnership. But sitting with me here now is Zimmer Biomet CEO Tornos. Ivan, it's great to be speaking with you. And that's exactly where I want to start with you, is I want to start with what it means to be navigating the policy landscape right now, as Arnold Schwarzenegger just laid out there as a medical device maker.
Great to be here, Morgan. Thank you for having me. I cannot fake the thick Austrian accent, the Terminator accent, so I'm going to stick to the Castilian Spanish. Look, policy can be a company killer when you don't have a resilient strategy and a resilient purpose. And we have both. We've been in business since 1927. For context, Calvin Coolidge was the president of the United States. 17 administrations later, we had Republicans, we had Democrats. We've gone through all of it. We've seen recessions, a Great Depression, we've seen World War II. We've seen all kinds of changes in economic climate. But our purpose, alleviating pain for others, or a strategy about innovation, has kept us through. Tariffs is the big topic these days. We manufacture in Warsaw, Indiana, a small but mighty town in Indiana. We've been doing that for 100 years, and we're just getting started. So we pay attention to policy, but we pay attention to patients. And the innovation that we don't listen is going to take care of those patients, and we're going to be here for the next 100 years.
So given the fact that you have been here 100 years, knee and hip replacements, why do a partnership with Arnold Schwarzenegger? Why do it now? How does it speak to the interface you're looking to do or the awareness you're looking to raise more with consumers and patients directly?
So I'll start with the problem we're trying to solve, and then I'll talk about the why now. So 600 million people on Earth suffer from some sort of arthritis, with osteoarthritis being the lion's share of that patient population. And less than 5% will do something about it. So you can do the math. That's 570 million people living in pain. They're not aware that they are minimally invasive surgeries. They're not aware that they don't need to go to a hospital. They can do the surgery, in some cases, in an ambulatory surgical center. They're not aware that physical therapy is not what it used to be. So in the partnership with the Terminator, we want to bring awareness. You don't need to live in pain. You can get back to exercising. You can restore the joys of life. And that's what Arnold is doing with us. Why now? Look, we've gone through some challenges in the past as a company. Those are behind. We're moving from remediating the company to innovating. And again, launching 50 new products that they are bold in AI, in robotics, next generation implants. And if you're going to go bold, you got to go with the Terminator. So that's the time, that's the now, and we're super excited about the partnership.
To your point, I mean, my mom had hip replacement surgery a couple months ago. She was in and out the same day. She was walking within 24 hours. I'm not sure people fully appreciate the innovation cycle a company like Zimmer Biomet is in right now. How is new technology, how are things like AI coming into this industry?
It's changing everything. So we collect more data than any other company in the space before surgery, during surgery, and after surgery. The data we collect in our partnership with Apple enables us to predict the type of surgery you need to have, to predict the type of physical therapy you need to have once you leave the surgery. Smart robotics continues to capture data, and we have the only smart knee implant in the world. That is a knee, a fairly dumb device made out of metal, that has a sensor that will track your mobility for the rest of your life. So this is not your grandmother's company. This is not a legacy medical device company. This is a bold solutions provider. And we're just getting started. 50 new products, you mentioned that, in the next 36 months. And most of them will have some sort of data capturing capability embedded in the device.
Whether it's from a tech standpoint, whether it's from a policy standpoint, how is the concept of healthcare and with it longevity changing?
We are smarter as consumers and patients. We live in longer. And we want to know what is the pathway for us to have a better lifestyle. So again, another reason why we got Arnold Schwarzenegger. People are getting educated. They want to know what it is that we need to do to live longer. And I do think, going back to policy, that logic prevails. Both sides of the aisle want to make the world a better place. We've been making America and the world healthy for 100 years. So again, super excited about innovation, paying attention to policy, but above everything, paying attention to those patients' problems.
All right, Ivan Tornos of Zimmer Biomet. It's great to be with you here at the CEO Council Summit.
Great council. Thank you for having us. Thank you, Morgan.